Debut of Facebook by Sugarcane Rush. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed that. You know, I can relate to that. My daughters, as I said before, you know, they listen to the song and they say, oh yeah, I can relate to that. Yeah, we put everything on Facebook, especially when it's good things, you know. How about a little background on how the new technology has really led to the fact that you were able to do this, because you don't exist as a group.
Exactly. Well, we exist in some ways. We're together, we write music, we play in the studio, and we record our tracks.
You play with other groups and stuff like that, but you have not performed as a group.
Sugarcane Rush is not performed as a live group yet.
So you've taken an approach that's kind of backwards, so to speak. Most groups, you know, they put a group together, they perform live, they do this, and then they do a recording.
They say necessity is the mother of invention, right? And it's such a rough life with the musicians. You know, we retired a while back and from the music, and we wanted, it's in our blood, so we wanted to come back. And the technologies now allows you to build a studio at your house, at your home, and be able to take your time and record and do things that you weren't before. Before, if you years ago you wanted to record something, you had to find a label, you had to find a recording studio, you had to get a producer. You need money.
Yeah.
We didn't have that much money, so we put together, used the technology to put together a studio where we record. Nothing is generated by the computer, by the way, because people tend to think that when you're using the technology, the music is not real. All the music is played. It's just played different times, different places. We have 3 studios. Raul Rodriguez has a studio, Victor has a studio, and I have a studio. I do all the mixing and finishing at the end in my house. And in Victor's studio, we record the live bass, guitars, and drums. And Raul records keyboards and the horns and all that stuff. And so that's the wonderful part of it.
Now, for the folks that are listening, if they're interested in getting a copy of your CD, what do they need to do?
Well, the easiest way is to go to www.sugarcanerush.com. There, it's our website, and we have only a page, but it has all the links to go. Right now, if you're in iTunes, you have your iPods or your iPhones, you can search for Sugarcane Rush, and we're there. And also CD Baby, if you want to get the physical CD, take a look at our pictures and a little bit of the story. CD Baby has the CD. It's also, the link is on sugarcanerush.com. There's a few places that you can buy it, but if you go to basically the best place is www.sugarcanerush.com.
Did you mention Facebook?
We are on Facebook. We're also on MySpace, so you can go and join us, be a friend in Facebook. Do a search for Sugarcane Rush, and we're there, and we'd love to have you, and we'll keep you in touch with what we're doing and the new songs. We're working on the 2nd CD.
That's what I was going to ask you next. Okay, what's coming up next?
Well, we're already have about 5 songs that we're working on. And Victor, if you want to tell them a little bit about it.
These are all new songs, but in the same field of you know, funk rock with a little bit of Cuban rhythms and things like that. If you like Sugarcane Rush first CD, you're gonna like the second one.
Even better.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, let's go to I want to play one more track from here. In My Island.
In My Island.
Okay.
And that's the song that In My Island obviously refers to our island, which is Cuba. And it's a very lighthearted song it's more like a Miami Cubans singing about Cuba, you know, añorando a Cuba. You know, it's like we sing about all the good things in Cuba, and we wish we could go back, and we will go back when it's free, and that's what the song is about.
You know, in addition to that, I want to add, there's a few references that kind of hint that you're talking about Cuba, but overall, any of the islands, you know, just about fit under this song, you know, because it's that longing that everybody has to go back home, you know. And I have a lot of friends from different part of the Caribbean and then from the different islands and stuff, and I can see, you know, again, there's a couple of little things here and there, and you'll hear it when you hear the song, that point to Cuba, but it's a thing that goes all over the place. And I wanted to touch on one more thing, because in your little bio that you wrote, thank you very much, I appreciate that, you wrote, a blend of Cuban sugarcane fields combined with rush hour on Miami's Palmetto Expressway. Now, you are a poet as well.
Yeah, well, I was trying to figure out who we were, what the music is all about, and it's basically our Cuban roots, but we grew up in Miami. We go to the rush hour every day to get to work, you know, and it's the rush of Miami and the sugarcane from Cuba that I think is a blend.
All right, so let's go to In My Island. Here we go.
Era un mago.